9 p.m. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan, the news read by Mariam Khan. First, the headlines. Pakistan and Bahrain have agreed to further broaden and deepen the bilateral engagement across all mutually beneficial fields. Pakistan says it will continue to play its facilitating role in the Afghan peace and reconciliation process. National Assembly was informed today that government has retired public debt worth of over $9 billion. Over 39 million children will be administered anti-polio drops during the countrywide anti-polio campaign of varied duration. In occupied Kashmir, Chairman Hurriyat Forum has demanded immediate release of all political detainees. In India, violent protests continue on the sixth straight day across the country today against the new controversial Indian citizenship law. And now the news in detail. Pakistan and Bahrain have agreed to further broaden and deepen the bilateral engagements across all mutually beneficial fields. According to a joint statement issued after the day-long visit of Prime Minister Imran Khan to the Kingdom of Bahrain, the Prime Minister held meetings with the King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and Crown Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa. The discussion focused on bilateral, regional, and multilateral issues on common interest. Prime Minister Imran Khan conveyed his deep appreciation in behalf of Pakistan for the royal gesture to establish King Hamad Nursing and Associated Medical Science University in Pakistan. Both sides underlined the importance of continuing the regular consultation through the existing institutional mechanism. The two sides welcomed the recent signing of an agreement on military cooperation, which will further increase the sharing of information, intelligence, and assessments. Bahrain and Pakistan denounced the terrorism in all its form and manifestation and reaffirmed their desire to strengthen the cooperation in the fight against the menace. The Prime Minister also participated in the National Day celebration of Bahrain as guest of honor and was conferred upon the Bahrain Order, the highest civil award, in the recognition of his remarkable leadership, outstanding achievements, and contribution to the further strengthening relationships between the two countries. Prime Minister Imran Khan has said that the broad-based enduring partnership between Pakistan and the United States is important for peace, prosperity, and development in the region. Talking to U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham, who called on him in Islamabad today, he urged him to continue to play his role in the transformation of the relationship, particularly through deepening and intensifying bilateral economic cooperation. Imran Khan said that Pakistan would continue to play its facilitating role in Afghan peace and reconciliation process. He apprised Senator Graham of the continuing the Indian atrocities in Indian occupied Kashmir and also drew Senators' attention towards the Indian government's discriminatory policies against minorities. Senator Graham reiterated his desire for broadened bilateral relationship with a particular focus on economic cooperation, enhanced market access, and increased investments. U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham called on Chief of Army Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa in Rawalpindi today and discussed the regional security situation, including Afghan reconciliation process. Prime Minister Imran Khan will also visit Geneva to convene the first ever Global Refugee Forum commencing tomorrow. The UN High Commissioner for Refugees and Switzerland are co-hosting the forum. Prime Minister Imran Khan, along with Turkish President Erdogan and leaders from Costa Rica, Ethiopia, Germany, have been invited to co-convene the forum in recognition of their exemplary role for the protection and well-being of refugees. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. The National Assembly was informed today that Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, and Qatar have provided $5.5 billion financial package to Pakistan. Responding to a question during a question hour in the House, Minister for Revenue Hamad Azhar said that the Saudi Arabia have provided $3 billion, UAE $2 billion, while Qatar provided $500 million. Replying another question, Hamad Azhar said that the PTA government retried a public debt of growth $9.1 billion. The The National Assembly today passed a unanimous resolution condemning the Indian Citizenship Amendment Act 2019, which is a discriminatory law against minorities, especially Muslims. The resolution underlines that the adoption of this law is an indication of the dangerous extremist tendency of the current BJP government in India. It states that the controversial amendment is against the norms of equality and non-discrimination in international human rights law as it seeks to set up religious-based criteria for a group of citizens. The amendment is also against the bilateral agreement and understanding between Pakistan and India, particularly those on security and rights of minorities in respective countries. The House stresses that the status of minorities in India remained deplorable and points to instances of persecution of minorities, including mob lynching, particularly targeting Muslims, and low-caste Dalits by cow vigilant or by extreme Hindu organizations like Vishwa Hindu Parishad and Bajrang Dal. The Global Change Impact Studies Center Bill 2019 was introduced in the House. The House is now pre-prorogued. Countrywide anti-polio campaign of varied duration is underway as a part of the government's efforts to eradicate polio. During the drive, over 39 million children up to the age of 5 will be administered anti-polio drops in Punjab, Sindh, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan. The 5th anniversary of Army Public School Peshawar tragedy was observed today with the pledge that nefarious design of the enemies will never be allowed to succeed. On this day in 2014, more than 150 people, including 134 children and staff members, lost their lives in a blatant act of terrorism in Army Public School Peshawar. The main function is in connection with the 5th anniversary of Army Public School was held in Peshawar today. In Occupy Kashmir, Chairman Hurriyat Forum Mir Waisem Farooq has demanded immediate release of all political detainees, including Hurriyat leaders, activists, lawyers and businessmen. Mir Waisem Farooq, who is detained at the residence in Srinagar, talking to Kashmir Media Service today, said determination of the people and their voice for freedom cannot suppress by keeping Hurriyat leader in illegal detention. December 16 has been remembered as a dark day in the history of 48 years ago. Conspiracies in inadmissible forces resulted in debacle of East Pakistan. As early as the 1962, Bengali leader Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and Indian jointly started planning against the breaking up of Pakistan. India created Mufti Behani, a militant organization comprising of Indian agents, extremist Hindus, goons, and outlaws Bengalis. The organization carried out massive atrocities against the Bengali population, including killings, rapes, loot, and plunder, whereas India media blamed all such activities on Pakistan Army. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has openly admitted that the role of his country in the dismemberment of East Pakistan. In India, violent protests against the new controversial anti-Muslim citizenship law entered a sixth day today. Hundreds of people also protest in other parts of the city, including in Jawaharlal Nehru University and outside the city police headquarters. Reports of protesters have also been received from Lucknow and Chennai, Kerala and Gujarat. Meanwhile, the UK, US and Canada have issued travel warnings for the people visiting India's northeast. Chief Minister West Bengal Mamata Banerjee has alleged that BJP paid few people to perpetrate violence in the state. Speaking at a mega rally in North Kolkata, she vowed not to implement any amended Citizenship Act in Bengal. The second cricket test of two-match series between Pakistan and Sri Lanka will be played at National Stadium, Karachi from Thursday. And finally, the weather report. Mainly cool and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 24 hours. However, dense fog is likely to prevail in most plain areas of Punjab, upper Sindh during the morning and night hours. Frost is also likely to form in Pothohar region, most districts of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk.